Okay, PC Games Girl here, and hello and welcome to a speed build of my first ever retail lot that I've built in The Sims 4, which is going to be called Rose's Bakery. So this is indeed going to be a bakery build, because, not gonna lie, that was the thing that I was absolutely the most excited for with this expansion pack, Get to Work. I wanted me a bakery, so I'm making me a bakery here. And this bakery and the sim it's named for are going to be in my Get to Work Let's Play, which I will be starting quite soon. So yeah, you guys will be seeing this bakery quite a bit if you happen to watch that Let's Play, as well as just this speed build. But let's see, I was just giving it some windows, and I shrunk it a little bit there just because it was a little bit too big in the back there, and then just resizing it, adjusting the windows and all that kind of thing. But this bakery isn't really inspired off of any particular bakery or anything like that. I actually just watched a few different speed builds that other people did on YouTube of bakeries in The Sims 4 just to get an idea of what I wanted mine to look like, and it was just sort of a mishmash, and then I just came up with it on the fly, so it wasn't really planned out or anything. I just sort of went for broke and just built me a bakery. And yeah, that roof did not look good at all, and I honestly am still pretty new to building in The Sims 4. I've never really considered myself a builder per se, even though I'm alright at it, but I wouldn't say I'm good or anything. But yeah, let's see, I just added the freeze thingy on there that I had a hard time finding, but obviously I managed to find it. And then I just put that on for a roof so that it would be more white and flat, and it fit well with the aesthetic of the buildings around it, I thought. And it looked like a bakery to me. But I wanted to make it a little bit more exciting than just the white plaster, so I added that with the bricks and the paneling, but then I changed it so that that's only on the front of the building and the rest of the building has that plaster. And let's see, I discovered this new floor because I also just got the Game Pack Outdoor Retreat, so I got that when I got Get to Work, so I'm quite new to both of those things actually, so I was discovering new things as I was doing this build as well, which is also why it took me a fair bit of time, because I had absolutely no idea where any of this new stuff was or what it was, so I was just kind of like, oh, what's this, what's this, what's this, oh, these lights look alright, I don't remember them, okay, I'll just stick them in here. But yeah, those lights give off some odd yellowish vibe, but it kind of gives a warmth to the room, which is why I kept it. And let's see, I was just designing the front there. And let's see, here I was picking out the walls. So the sim who's going to be running this bakery is a female sim, obviously named Rose, but her name isn't just Rose, it's Rosemarie. And she is going to be leveling up her baking skill and getting some money before she can afford this, because I accidentally went a little crazy and made this bakery worth way too much for her to be able to afford from the get-go. So yeah, by the time I'm done, it'll be more than twice as much. It'll be worth like 42,000 simoleons by the time I'm done, and oh my gosh, Struggle Town on the stairs much. Ugh. I don't know what the heck was going on with those stairs, but they hated me. I swear, they hated me. Let's see, I was trying to put a door there because I wanted that area to be for employees only, so that the customers will only be up in the front of the store. And the upper level is going to be the kitchen and staff lounge area for when she's eventually able to hire people. And that was me just figuring out what the heck was going on, what was life, where the bakery counters were. If you noticed, I put 3 of those in there, and then I was trying to arrange them so that I could evenly put it against the wall, but then I discovered a little shelf type unit that I'll put in there, and then I'll replace it with a bakery specific one that I found a little bit afterwards. See, I put that in at first, but then, excuse me, I decorated the walls apparently, but I will eventually be finding, oh, those cake decals are so cute. I love those. Those look so nice on the wall. But anyway, I will be putting in, there's the register, and there's the fridge thing for the staff. See, I was just all over the darn place while I was doing this build. See, there's the shelves that are specifically for a bakery. I'm not sure what's supposed to be for sale on those. It looks like bags of sugar or something, but in any case, I put them there, and then I think I moved the cupcake sign. I think I moved it somewhere. I know I moved those and put move objects on. There we go. Oh yeah, and in the course of this video, you may see me trying out some cheats and failing epically because I just wanted to build, but I don't build often enough to know all the cheats off the top of my head. And so I tried putting in some cheats and failed epically, but don't mind that. I looked them up after the fact. I know, I should have done that first, sorry. But here I was just putting in some tables and chairs and trying to figure out which chairs would look best with this particular table that I'd chosen, and Move Objects was still on, which is why things were glitching like crazy there. Which is why I turned it off so that I'd be able to tell, okay, the chairs and stuff can go here without glitching out. And I only put that outside to move it out of the way temporarily. And I will put some tables outside further along, but right here, I was just trying to figure out how to block that off so that only the staff would be able to go in there. So I put that bit of fence in there, and then I managed to find the gate afterwards after derping for a bit, like, where the heck are the gates? And then, oh, there they are. Wow, I'm cool. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. And then I was discovering all the sale signs and stuff, and then I found the bakery one there, so I replaced the other one and put the one with the cupcake there and that thing there. And then I was just basically seeing what all these different things were. And then I was trying to find something, like a sign for the store, like on the front of it, on the front of the building, that looked like it might say Roses, only in Simlish, because the bakery is obviously named Rose's Bakery. But the other one looked way too long to possibly be that, and I tried to scale that up, but it didn't work. So I just put the cupcake thing, and then I put that in yellow so that you can actually see it. And I feel like that could almost look like it says Roses, maybe, in Simlish. And then let's see, I'm doing a bit of landscaping here. Putting in the stones and whatnot to lead up to the front of the building. And then I put that tree there. That was actually poor placement of the tree on my part, because in the screenshot, oh yeah, I replaced it. But in the screenshot, it's hard to see the building through that tree, but oh well. Whatever. He's all good. He's all good. And then I put flowers in the front. I was really picky with what flowers I put. I was looking for roses, because obviously this is Roses. That's the name of the bakery, is Roses. But I found those little white ones. I wish there were like pink ones. And the red ones looked a little weird to me, but I put 2 of those bushes in anyway. Later on, I was just examining what flowers were what. But yeah, we need more roses, gosh darn it. I love roses, they're my favorite flower. Random trivia fact, you're welcome. But yeah, there go the red rose bushes among the white ones. And I don't think there was any pink ones or any yellow ones either, because there's also yellow roses. But let's see. Oh yeah, here I was looking for the outdoor tables with the little umbrellas that are so cute and adorable. And I gave this bakery a very light and pastel aesthetic because those are the favorite colors of the sim who's running it. And also I feel that it's a really nice, friendly type of vibe going on with that kind of color scheme. And that's the kind of thing that you'd look for in a bakery, I would think, because, you know, who wants to go to a dark and dreary bakery? Not I. And I was going to put that on the side, but then I'd have to move the tree, and the stupid chairs didn't fit, so I was like, forget this. So I put a door out back, and then after a bit of struggle, I put the stairs in there. See, struggle. And so they can go, the customers can buy their baked goods, and then, oh yeah, this was an epic fail, and it ate up my picnic tables in deck. See, they poofed, and I was like, what? So I got rid of that. But anyway, so I put this fence around it so that there would be room for the tables outdoors so that people could eat their little baked goods out in the fresh sunshine and whatnot of Magnolia Promenade. And putting in trash cans around the place, because who wants to go to a place that sells food and doesn't have trash cans to throw out whatever trash you have? Yeah, no. So yeah, I was just putting those in there. And what was I doing here? Oh, I was looking for rugs to spice up the floor a little bit to make it look a little nicer. And I put those ones in at first, and then I'm like, yeah, those don't look very good. And then I put in those nice sunny yellow ones there, the bright yellow. I feel like that goes well with the paler yellow on that wall. but I decided there was too much yellow going on here. So if you'll notice, I'm putting in the blue wall and just putting in some accent walls and whatnot. So that half of the building is mostly blue. And then I almost went pink there on that wall, but I instead changed it to a lavender or lilac type of color. And I don't know why I had a strange bit of accent there that's not normal for me, but oh well! I don't know what happened there. But let's see, I found the staff fridge, and now I was designing the upper level of the building and trying to block that off so that it was clearly that is the lounge area versus the rest of it, which will be the enormously gigantic kitchen. And let's see, deleted that. Why did I delete that? Oh yeah, I forgot I hadn't put in a bathroom and then was like, gosh darn it, Rachel, what'd you do that for? So I put in a very nice but simple little bathroom, if I do say so myself, and gave it a slightly different wallpaper from the rest of the building. And I was thinking of trying to split it into 2 bathrooms, but then I'd have to delete the window, which looked so very good where it was, so I decided against that idea. And let's see, I put that sink in, but I will be replacing that sink and putting in a different one because I wanted a little bitty soap pump on there, gosh darn it, and I could not get the soap pump to get on the sink. I swear it was the most annoying thing on the planet. And see here, I was trying to figure out what cheat it was. I could not remember how to get the darn thing to go up in the air so you could put it wherever you want. So I put that one, and I was trying to put that, and that sink looked so good, but I got rid of it. And then, yeah, here we go. I got it at least on that level. And then with move objects, note how it's floating in the air, and I was like, wait a minute. If I put in the sink I want, maybe I can put it like that. And huzzah, it worked just great. But if anyone could explain to me how in the world to get that silly soap pump where I want it using the move objects without having to go through Struggle Town, that would be great. But let's see, then I put in that little blue rug to give the bathroom a little bit more color, because the only color going on in there was white, really. And I experimented with making that huge, and then I decided to make it not quite as big. And then replaced it with that beautiful little sunflower painting that I believe is new with this expansion pack, this Get to Work expansion pack. And I put in a little table right there after replacing it and putting in one that went better with that chair. And then I found a little potted plant that looked splendid in that little spot to give it a little bit more color in there. And let's see, what in the world was I doing here? I do not even know. Oh yeah, now I was looking for wall art, so I moved the picture with the rolls on it over there, and moved the cupcake sign a bit, and that bakery sign over there. And let's see, and then I put some painting over there, yeah. That flower one that is super, super cute. I put that on one of the lavender walls. And I was just looking for more paintings and stuff to put on the walls because it was looking pretty empty in there to me. And I wanted to spice it up a bit, and I was like, I want to put something on the tables, but then will guests be able to eat at them when they buy their baked goods? I don't know, so I didn't put anything there. But I was looking for something to put in the corner there, so I just scaled up that potted plant and moved it so that hopefully it's not glitching through the wall. It doesn't look like it is, so that gave the room a little bit more color than it had before. And now back to the upstairs once more. I got that couch, which is from Get to Work if I recall, and found that TV. And I was just experimenting with what TVs to put there. I didn't want it to be anything extravagant, but I didn't want it to be like the cheapest possible thing or anything. And I didn't like that TV because it was sticking out from the wall too much for my personal taste, so I just scaled up my favorite TV in the game that I use in every sim house that I've made so far, pretty much. And let's see, I put the TV over there, but it's going to move quite a bit because I rearranged this little lounge area quite a lot. Let's see, yeah, there we go. Okay. I put in that little table, and now I'm looking for some chairs to go around it so that so that the staff can have a place to hang out and eat their lunch when they're on break or whatever. And let's see, putting in lights, and now I'm designing the kitchen area where all the magic is going to happen and all the baked goods are going to get baked. And let's see, I was picking the cheapest counters because I didn't want it to be too expensive, and I figured, let's be real, these are just counters. They don't need to be fancy. Just saying. Is there any difference between fancy counters and expensive counters in The Sims? Because if there is, please enlighten me, because I know not of this. But yeah, let's see, just putting in a couple sinks, and I was looking for that silly soap pump, and I was trying to get the darn thing to go where I wanted, but it kept snapping to the stupid sinks and looking awkward and argh. Oh, little things like that annoy me, guys. But there we go, I just put in that little towel so that they can dry off their hands. And then I put a plant there to give it a little bit more color. And the cupcake machine, which I've never actually used before. So I know nothing about the cupcake machine, except apparently it makes cupcakes and all sorts of other baked goods. And oh my gosh, this counter island. Why are these things so darn glitchy but so wonderful? I figured that counter was way too wide and was completely unnecessary to be that wide. So I ended up shrinking it a little bit, as you've probably noticed here. And then it will look like that, like it is right now, but it'll move a bit because it wasn't quite where I wanted it to be in terms of the space as a whole, as you'll see when I move the cupcake machine. Because, I don't know, this space was just looking strange to me for whatever reason. Like, I don't know. It seemed too open, yet not open at the same time. But I eventually got it to look good to me. And I put outdoor trash cans out there because I'd forgotten to before. But let's see, there we go. I moved the cupcake machine. And then I moved over the coffee and tea things. And then I was just... I don't even know what's going on here. Oh yeah, I opened that up a little bit and accidentally deleted the floor and made that its own private room. So I don't know, I haven't player tested this yet, so I guess we'll find out if this works later. Oh yeah, that's right, I opened up the staff area a bit more because it was a little bit too small. Little bit too small. And then I put in a trash can right over there and the other one right near it too. So yeah, the staff area is more open now, which is nice. And then I was having a very hard time putting these silly island counters where they needed to be. Because they kept glitching out and I don't know how to switch which counter types are coming up for you. If someone could inform me of that too, that would be great because I'm a noob. I've had this game since it was released and I still don't know much about it, but you know. Oh dear, oh dear. See, that silly counter just refused to cooperate, so I had to replace it. But yeah, anyway, there I was. Now I was just trying to fill out the rest of the space by that wall. And I don't know what that refrigerated thing is about. If someone could let me know, please inform me. Because I know there's the bakery ones, obviously, because I put those in the bottom. And that was way too much counter, so I got rid of them. But yeah, I don't have any idea what those are about. But let's see, I think I put in a rug here. Yeah, I did. Just to give it a little bit more spice in its little life. I don't know. What was that accent? I don't even know. What's happening, guys? What is my life? Oh dear. But there we are. I'm putting in some tile there, and then I'm going to put in separate floor for the kitchen area. Oh yeah, and I changed the color of the counters too, apparently. I don't remember that, but okay. And then I was experimenting with different lighting in there. And I think I just went back to what I had started with in the end. I don't really remember, but... Because I was going to put in those lights because it looked so much better, but there were so many of them it was getting even more expensive. And I don't want this to be too terribly expensive because my sim is not going to have tons and tons of money from the get-go, even though in the story I have with her, her parents are wealthy, but I don't want her to start out wealthy, so... I'm gonna have to have my sim earn this bakery. But let's see, I was just experimenting with lighting, trying to get things looking as good as possible, because I hadn't really thought too much about that before, which obviously is not good. You need lighting in the space. Just saying. Let's see, then I put in that table, and I thought it looked dumb, so I got rid of it. And then I found those things, which I'm thinking of maybe putting like cakes on and selling them, that kind of thing. Just for an extra place to put some of the baked goods and whatnot, other than just in those little shelves. If it lets you do that, I don't even know. If all else fails, I could just put flowers on them and make it super pretty. But yeah, I was looking for something to fill that space against that wall. And then I finally just ended up putting in those shelving things that I just put in now. and just putting some clutter items on them, like that cocoa mix stuff and those pots and pans and all that, and tissue box I put down there because tissues, I don't know, maybe we could pretend they're napkins or something. They could be napkins. And a little cookie jar and some spoons and some more spoon thingies. And I put some knives up there because when you're cooking and baking and stuff, you need knives to cut things. And I was just trying to figure out what in the world all these little objects were, because I had no idea really. And I put in another cookie jar. I think I recolored it later. And I know I'll put in a spice rack eventually, because I was thinking to myself, okay, why would you need a spice rack if you're baking? Oh yeah, duh, it's got things like cinnamon in it. And cinnamon is very good with baking, I'm just saying. But yeah, let's see, I put in that pot rack, and I put in that little teapot thing back there, another tissue box, and what else? Like ketchup and mustard for condiments for my staff or whatever. And pretty soon it's going to be switching over to these screenshots, which I finally figured out how to take on my build, so yay! And there's that spice rack, so yeah, this is so exciting, guys. I built a bakery, and I don't know what was going on with the roof. I think it just looks a little strange. But anyway, here's the outside of it, and we're going to go into the screenshots now. So yeah, I'm going to be ending this video here. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Please be sure to give it a like and to subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. And I will be seeing you all in my next video. Bye!